Obviously, the Fed cutting rates, the mindset is make it easier for people to borrow, businesses to borrow, for banks to lend. But this is much more than that.
Yeah, I don't think the Fed thinks it's going to stop a recession. That is not what the policy announcements of last night intended. What the Fed wants to do is plant the seeds for the eventual recovery. And by planting the seeds, I mean not letting systemic issues between banks interacting with each other, dollar demand from all over the world, not letting those things get to the point where they're so broken they can't be fixed. That is the mission the Fed has now. The absolute level of interest rates is not the point. The jawboning that they sometimes do to improve psychology is not the point. This is literally about the plumbing of the markets. And from that standpoint, I think they acted early. I think they did what they had to do. A lot of people are saying, oh, look, they shot the bazooka and it didn't work. No. They're not trying to influence the stock markets open this morning to go higher. It will work because they have demonstrated the willingness to throw everything they have and then some at a situation that requires it.
But the president is, Josh, explain to us the 2,000-point gain on Friday. While the president was speaking, my phone was littered with investors saying, see, this is the president we've been looking for the past 3 years. He brought in some real guys to tackle the problem. That was Friday. Market went up 2,000 points. It's already down over 2,000, and we're 4 minutes into trading.
Yeah, so I would say autographing the 5-minute chart of the market's performance on Friday will go down in history along the same lines as George W. Bush with the mission accomplished banner on the aircraft carrier. It's pretty much the same thing. I think from a market standpoint, I do believe that Wall Street now thinks that the administration has gotten as serious as it needs to. Doesn't mean the tweets will get any smarter, and it doesn't mean he won't still be obsessed with the stock market. But I do think Wall Street thinks the administration is engaged. That being said, this is about so much more than where the Dow Jones closes at the end of today or tomorrow. This is literally about the livelihood of millions of people, many of whom are now locked inside their homes. So the stock market, I hate to say this as somebody who manages money for a living, the stock market is secondary to the health crisis. The good news is there's no more denial about the health crisis, and the markets have already begun pricing in some pretty dire scenarios.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.